The interviewer rejected this resume because they thought 18 years old was too old. Yes, you heard that right. Do you know of any profession that would turn down someone just because they are 18, considering it too old? That profession is being a trainee. Although Han Yu-sung studied at Daehan, a school known as a factory for producing idols, graduating almost guarantees a foot in the door of the entertainment industry. The campus is filled with attractive young men and women, all showcasing their charm and hoping to one day debut successfully, gain fame and amass a considerable fortune. But is it really as easy as it seems? Han Yu-sung couldn't remember how many times he had auditioned to become a trainee. These haunting memories suddenly resurfaced, and he felt as if he were drowning and suddenly unable to breathe. With such immense psychological pressure, he couldn't comfortably face the camera. The issue of age was also a problem. The interviewer clearly wasn't pleased, but on his way back to school, he received countless business cards from entertainment companies. His friends were incredibly envious and felt he would likely be the first among them to debut. But only Han Yu-sung knew the ghost in his heart, because of which he might never become an idol. That afternoon, when he went to the practice room, he saw two girls fighting over a dance move. Eventually, they came to blows, but fortunately, the teacher appeared to stop it. The teacher sternly told them that with their current results, no one in the room could debut. At that moment, Han Yu-sung also received a message that his trainee interview had failed. This seemed to confirm the teacher's conclusion, leaving him worried about his future. At this moment, someone was actually delighted, and that person was Shindara. She was filming a new vlog, and the theme was a challenge to confess love to friends. She purposefully confessed to her friends to see how her viewers would react. Since her friends knew she was filming, they all played along to add some fun effects to the video. In the end, no one accepted her confessions. Finally, she decided to target Yu-sung. "Hello Han Yu-sung, would you like to date me?" Yu-sung coolly replied, "Go date yourself." It was all in good fun among friends, so Yu-sung didn't take it to heart. However, when he was heading home after school, he noticed something unusual. His phone started buzzing like crazy, and his Instagram was blowing up. The video raw film had gone viral on the internet because someone thought he looked a lot like an emerging idol. Han Yu-sung realized that his chance had come. But the problem was, why out of everyone did he have to be linked with people he didn't want to be associated with? Some people train for 5 years and still can't debut, while others are born into the showbiz industry. This is the case for Ji Soo-bin. He is the son of the CEO of a top entertainment company. As soon as he stepped out of his car, he was surrounded by reporters, turning his school entrance ceremony into a lively press conference. In the crowd, he saw a face he recognized because it looked exactly like him and was known by the name Soo-bin from Daehan High School. That name quickly became famous online, so Soo-bin wanted to tell all the reporters. He defiantly said, "I am the real Soo-bin from Daehan. I hope you will pay more attention to me." Meanwhile, the fake Soo-bin, Han Yu-sung, was clenching his fists. Since he was young, Han Yu-sung hated being like anyone else. If someone else wore the same shoes as him, he would immediately throw those shoes away. Therefore, although the nickname Soo-bin from Daehan was well known, he was not happy about it at all. An entertainment company approached him to debut immediately under the stage name of Soo-bin. He was determined to deny this resemblance. Now that the real Soo-bin was attending the same school, he didn't know what would happen in the future. The next day, Han Yu-sung and Hyun went to school as usual. Along the way, they were stopped by a new student who introduced himself and asked if they could make a video together. Han Yu-sung initially wanted to decline, but the newcomer stuffed a bag of candy in his hands to sweeten the request. When they started filming, it was just a few people having fun together. But then, another person approached. It was Ji Soo-bin. He had heard they were making a video and wanted to join in. Not only that, but he also wore a hat similar to Han Yu-sung's and provocatively commented, "Fake Soo-bin from Daehan with the real Soo-bin. We really do look alike, don't we? But that's pretty normal, right?" Han Yu-sung immediately became angry and grabbed Soo-bin by the collar. It was clear that their relationship was anything but simple. The commotion quickly drew the attention of other students. Seeing the crowd around them, snapping photos and laughing, made Han Yu-sung panic. He rushed into the bathroom and began to vomit uncontrollably. Both Hyun Woo and Shin Da-ra were worried about him. However, those who knew his personality well understood he didn't like being the center of attention. At this time, Shi was also particularly concerned about Yu Sung. Since she was the first to debut in their group, she rarely came to school and could only talk to her friends by phone. Her friends did not forget to give her a birthday cake on her birthday. She intended to happily thank everyone but was mockingly told by a teammate, "Lucky Shi, celebrating her birthday for a whole month now." Even when riding in the car together, she would be ostracized by her teammates, only able to sit in the passenger seat, particularly when the driver casually mentioned that she truly deserved the center position. Her teammates showed visible displeasure. Meanwhile, late at night in the practice room, Han Yu-sung and Ji Soo-bin practiced like madmen. Both understood that, authentic or not, people are only attracted to the brightest shine. Ultimately, the one who stands on stage is the real winner. As the girl was cheering for her idol, someone suddenly said hello from behind her. It was her idol. She was so excited she was speechless. Fortunately, she didn't forget to take a photo with her idol. Inspired by this encounter, Shi became even more hopeful about her dream of becoming an idol herself. She successfully got into Daehan High School. Shortly thereafter, she received an invitation from an entertainment company and successfully became a trainee. Eventually, she made her debut. Everything seemed calm and smooth, yet she felt somewhat perplexed. Was all of this truly what she wanted? After working all night, she still insisted on returning to school. After all, her best friends were there. At that moment, her friends were preparing a welcome back party for her. They wanted to surprise her. Little did they know that the first person to walk through the door would be Han Yu-sung. And just as everyone was about to hide, Shi appeared. What was meant to be a fun surprise party suddenly became awkward. Ra couldn't help but complain about Han Yu-sung. He quickly explained that it was Shi who had asked him to pick up the cake. Seeing her friends arguing brought a joyful smile to Shi's face. After all, nothing could ever be that simple in the entertainment industry. In just a few days, the freshman welcome ceremony at the school will take place. The teachers approached Han Yu-sung, wanting him to perform on stage. This was a student's suggestion, but Han Yu-sung felt somewhat disheartened upon hearing that Ji Soo-bin would also be performing. Knowing that he was dubbed the fake Soo-bin, he believed the students wanted to see both the real and the fake Soo-bin share the stage. That's why he was chosen. He wrestled with the decision of whether or not to participate in this performance. At that moment, Shi came to him, comforted him, and assured him that many entertainment companies would be attending. The students had given him this opportunity. Shi motivated him with a playful punch. Soon after, Yu-sung started to practice diligently in preparation. Hyun-woo helped him record the practice because he wanted to send it to Shi, but Han Yu-sung wanted to keep it a surprise. He decided to let Shi see it for herself on the day of the freshman welcome. Just as Hyun-woo sent the video to the teacher, Shi walked past another practice room and discovered that Ji Soo-bin was practicing very hard. After chatting for a bit, Shi moved closer to Ji Soo-bin to take a closer look at his face. She didn't think he looked so much like Han Yu-sung. Ji Soo-bin was taken aback by her sudden approach, so Shi quickly composed herself. She felt that both Yu-sung and Soo-bin were so talented that she needed to try harder herself. Therefore, she ran off to practice, accidentally leaving her water bottle at Soo-bin's spot. On the day of the freshman welcome ceremony, Shi was eagerly anticipating Han Yu-sung's performance, but Ji Soo-bin sent her a message first, wanting to return her water bottle. Ji Soo-bin was the first to perform, followed by Han Yu-sung. However, Ji Soo-bin's opening act momentarily stunned Han Yu-sung. His close friends in the audience were also stunned because Ji Soo-bin's dance moves were identical to those of Han Yu-sung, who was truly the originator.